Hey guys, this is the look we're going for today. This is called the Lazy Girl Pixie style. It's for those days you do not want to spend a lot of time curling or styling your hair, but you still want to look put together. This is your perfect go-to look for those days. What you're going to need for this is your wrapping foam. I always use Nairobi. Oil. Today I used old school Kemi oil. You can use olive oil, coconut oil, whatever oil you like on your hair. And you're going to need some oil sheen. I use the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Sheen. I like this one a lot. Just for good measure. I have some of the Design Essentials Liquid Shine just because I like the way this smells. That's the only reason. A wide tooth comb. A rat tail comb. Okay, so washed and conditioned. And I'm just going to show you this wrap because I shouldn't say wrap, this mold, because this mold makes the style. Somebody gonna say, yeah, that's a lot of foam. And it is. Okay. You want to start separating the hair. Kind of like a regular, standard mold. Just kind of get the hair going in the direction you want. And then here, I'm going to make like a curved part. Like that. I don't know if you can see that. But the part goes like that. Kind of like a giant C. And then up here, I'm going to really over direct this kind of baby hair area. So from here over, instead of this hair going this way, I'm going to pull it in the opposite direction. All of that. Like that. See that? And then this, I'm going to comb this way. Comb this down. And when I'm doing this, like you see me kind of combing and feeling, I'm doing this so that the hair is sleek, but I'm also feeling to make sure that things are all smooth and kind of cohesive together so that I don't have like a big gap of one section of hair going forward, one going back, and I'm not aware of it, and I, mess around and dry my hair into a mold like that. So that's what you want to be kind of, conscious of. So I'm going to take from that kind of like C and do that off the front and go this way. And then I'm going to take my sides and I'm going to make this all about the edges. And I'm really going to bring them down, like almost touching my brow. And I want more swirls than that, so I'm going to make them smaller so I can fit one more in there. So this way. That swirl and then there. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go back here and make sure that it's smooth, because again, you don't want hair combed forward and then the rest of it combed back or combed down. You want everything to look like it goes together. Yeah, that's what I want there. Come off the edge. Here, I'm going to make a big swoop here. Comb all that down. I don't know why my lashes don't want to let me be great. I keep looking down so I can see, and they keep like trying to cut up, irritate my eye. And on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I really want to bring it down very close to my eyebrow, like ridiculously close. Just make sure everything's smoothed out and not, disjointed and looking crazy. I'm gonna give myself a little swirl right now, a little bitty boop. I don't like my sides to be way different like that, so we're gonna just make this go like so. Just gonna have it go like that. I'm trying to put that other little swoop right there and it's messing it up. It's making this side look much different than the other side. Okay, so this is the front mold. That's that. So this is the back. And what I did was, basically you want to make like a giant wave down here at the bottom and comb all the hair that way. I kept this little piece because it would just look crazy if that was over there. But you really want these pieces to be over there. Here I just made a little swirl. And I'll make another one right here. So that's how you want the bottom to be. Up top here, I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Like you want the hair going in this motion. Because we're not really going to style it. So, you know, your mold is going to be the style. Everything's kind of going in this motion. And then right here, you just want to make sure you do like this, split it. So you're still going in that motion. And then as you get here, you want to kind of comb this down like that. That's the back. Now I'm going to wrap it, get under the dryer for about 30-35 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, back and dry. So this is the mold, dried. Back, side, front, front. So what we're going to do is first add some oil. And a tip with this, make sure your hair is completely dry. You know, sometimes we have the tendency to like come out when it's like 95-98% dry. You can kind of get away with it. This is not one of those times. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't trade places with me. I've done it before and it's just not worth it because in the end it just ruins it. Because this style needs to be basically laid and sleek. Go in with this spray. This is all before I even break the mold. Okay, now that it's pretty oiled up, I'm going to take a wide tooth comb and carefully I'm going to start in the top of my head. And basically I don't even like to call this breaking the mold because I'm really not. I'm just kind of lifting the hair up a little so that it's literally not hard, but it still looks like it looks when it is still harder in the mold and the mold has not been broken. So that's all you want to kind of like lightly do is just go in the direction of the hair. And I'm just like lifting. And of course this front, I'm not going to comb through that at all. I'm going to just finger it to break that mold. So I'm taking my fingers like this or like this. And I'm just pressing down on the hair and going in the motion that the hair is already laid. And what it'll do is it'll just soften it up. It'll break it. But it will still lay flat or lie flat to your head. It'll maintain its shape, maintain the shine. And if you add shine, it will hold it really well when you do like this. The edges I am pinching. So I'm taking my fingers right at the tips a little like this, and I'm pinching the hair. It's almost like using my fingertips and my nails like as a little mini comb. So same thing over here with the fingers. Just gonna do that. And this part I almost don't even really break because, you know, my edges be trying it all the time. So I have to keep the illusion going. And this is really not bald. That's just one of those streaks of color. And so it's like almost the same color as my skin, so it looks bald. And then I do like to do this with, you know, my hands and fingers because it gives a similar effect, but you are not like raking through it. Okay, so this is the front. If you want to add a little texture, I'm kind of holding this so that it doesn't break the mold closest to the part, so you maintain the look. And you could do that, just to give it a little, you know, texture like so. And a little on this side as well. There, and then I'll show you. So the back of the hair, you really don't want to break the mold. Pretty much everything I do from here down is going to be with the flat palm or flat fingertips part of my hand, like this. It's going to make it soft and touchable like the front on the edges was, but it's really going to keep that. And then up here, all I do, because we broke this a little with the wide tooth comb, is I just do this to accentuate that shape. And just here, like I said before, where you split it, you want to just come down. And because I'm ADD and I can never sit still under the dryer, oftentimes I mess up the bottom of my mold, but I'll show you how to fix that. So that's okay. So to fix the back, this is what you can do. You can do a couple things. One is you can get some setting foam, you know, wrapping foam. Put a little bit on your fingertips, a little bit. And then you want to grab those pieces of hair and just lay them back down. And then you can let that dry. The other way you can fix it, because the hair is already molded, and what molding does is direct the hair to lie down in the position you want it in, basically. So you could take like some oil, or you could take some edge control, or even a little bit of pomade, same technique, rub it between your fingers, and then you just want to do the same thing, which is grip that hair. And if you look and see, you can see the hair wants to go back into the, you know, the position that I molded it in. So those little things are quick, easy fixes, but they do make your hair look more refined and more sleek. You know, it's just a nicer look. It doesn't look so, oh, I did my hair myself at home. This is the finished Lazy Girl Pixie style. I hope you guys liked it. For more Pixie styles, check out my other videos here on my channel, Pretty Pixies.